Hey everyone, welcome back to Chicago Reacts. My name is Kit. I'm joined here today with Jose, and we are going to be continuing covering Alexander the Great's bizarre, awesome, fantastic journey towards world peace. Here, we've been watching two videos so far of Alexander the Great, and we're going to now move on to part 3. If there is a video you want us to react to, please type in the comment section below. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to all of our video content. And with that being said, Jose, sit down, watch, listen, and observe a peacemaker of our time, a person who set the standard for all of us to go on the path of nonviolence, Alexander the Great.
Please don't tell me what to do.
All right.
Let's go.
In 334 BC, Alexander, 21-year-old ruler of the small Greek kingdom of Macedonia, led an invasion of the vast Persian Empire. It seemed impossible odds. But thanks to Greek military dominance and Alexander's fearless leadership, he won 2 great battles against the Persians, at the river Granicus and at Issus. Having subdued Persian lands west of the Euphrates River, he now headed east into the empire's heartlands, seeking a final showdown with the Persian king, Darius III. Receiving news that a great Persian army led by Darius had assembled at Gaugamela, near modern Mosul in Iraq, he made straight for it. This was Darius's last chance to stop Alexander, and Alexander's chance to smash Persian power once and for all.
Gaugamela. His face on a shield.
Darius had chosen to fight on open ground, where his advantage in numbers would be more telling. His soldiers had also worked hard to clear and flatten the terrain to make it suitable for Persian war chariots. By modern estimates, the Persian army was between 50 and 80,000 strong, and made up of contingents from across the empire. Infantry from Syria and Babylonia, cavalry from Armenia, India, and Central Asia, up to 200 scythed chariots, even a handful of war elephants. Alexander's army was smaller and may have been outnumbered by as much as 2 to 1. He deployed his units in their usual formation. On the left flank, Thracian and Thessalian cavalry, commanded by Parmenion.
Hello.
In the center, the Macedonian veterans of the phalanx, each
Shout out to
armed with
Dorn.
their 18-foot Sarissa pike. On the right flank, Alexander
Big video
with his
game pack
elite
market in
cavalry,
Macedonia.
the Companions, and his best infantry, the Hypaspists. These were the units with which Alexander planned to launch his main attack. Greek hoplites formed a second line and supported both wings, which were angled back to guard against encirclement by the Persians. The battle began when Alexander led his wing out to the right, a move that took the Persians by surprise. Could Alexander really be trying to encircle their huge army? The Persians mirrored his movement, taking troops away from their center to outflank Alexander and prevent him leaving the area they'd cleared for the Persian chariots. But Alexander's unusual maneuver was a trap to entice the Persians to weaken their center. When he saw that it had worked, he ordered his Greek cavalry to charge to keep the Persians fixed in position.
Jeez.
a giant cavalry battle developed on the right wing. Darius, meanwhile, judging this to be the decisive moment, unleashed his chariots.
That was the thing.
But expert Agriane's javelin throwers took out horses and crews, while the Greek infantry opened lanes, allowing the chariots to pass harmlessly through. Now Alexander led his companion cavalry and parts of the Macedonian phalanx in a headlong charge, straight at the weakened Persian center, fighting his way towards Darius himself. The sudden ferocity of Alexander's assault threw the Persians into panic. The center of the army broke and ran, King Darius himself leading the rout.
That's how we knew
But
that Darius
Alexander's
did not have
left
peace
wing
in his
was
heart.
serious
Wow.
trouble. Parmenion, facing a
He did not
huge
want to beat her
onslaught
that day,
by
clearly.
Persian cavalry, was virtually surrounded. Indian and Scythian horsemen had even ridden through a gap in the Greek line. But rather than wheeling and attacking the Greeks from behind, they'd carried straight on to loot their camp. Parmenion sent a desperate appeal to Alexander for help. The king abandoned his pursuit of Darius, regrouped, and charged the Persian right wing. It was the hardest and bloodiest fighting of the battle, claiming the lives of 60 of Alexander's companions. Finally, as news of Darius's flight spread across the battlefield, the last Persian horseman turned and fled. The Battle of Gaugamela was a stunning and complete victory for Alexander. According to ancient sources, he lost just a few hundred men, while the Persians lost thousands.
Damn.
Alexander had routed Darius's great army. And now the road to Babylon, the empire's
he
main
had
capital,
really relied on
lay
those
open.
chariots, it seems. Like, that was kind of a bad
The
move.
Macedonian king entered the great city in triumph, recognized by Persian officials as its new rightful ruler.
And peace finally
So,
came
too,
to the
at
land.
the city of
Thank you.
Susa,
Peace by
where
force.
Alexander ceremonially
peace.
took his
Yeah.
seat upon the royal throne of Persia.
No.
In the Zagros Mountains, at
Hey,
a pass known as
that's
the
a fun name.
Persian Gates, a courageous Persian force held up Alexander's army for a month.
Cool.
No, not cool.
The Greeks
They're against
eventually
peace.
found a mountain path that
I would be
bypassed
too at
their
that point.
position, allowing them to encircle and wipe out the defenders.
It just seems like the thing to
In early
do.
330
And we
BC,
wonder why the world is in the
Alexander reached
situation that it
I
is
don't.
right now.
I don't
Empire's
anymore.
ceremonial
I don't
capital.
wonder.
Alexander
what I would
wanted
be
to
doing.
appear as a liberator to the Persians, as a legitimate
Getting myself
successor
killed.
to King Darius.
Some Persian mountain.
But now he ordered Persepolis to be pillaged and burnt. Retribution for the Persian invasion of Greece and the burning of Athens' sacred temples in 480 BC.
The fire was started on accident.
Oh God.
Alexander now headed north into Media, where Darius had taken refuge in the royal city of Ecbatana. Alexander was determined to capture Darius, but the fugitive king fled east in the hope of raising a new army in the provinces of Parthia, Bactria, and Sogdia. It was not to be. As Alexander closed in, the Persian king was murdered by one of his own governors, Bessus, who then proclaimed himself the empire's new ruler. Alexander gave orders for Darius to be buried in the royal tombs of Persepolis, alongside his ancestors. Then he paused to organize his vast new empire. Alexander appointed viceroys to rule the provinces on his behalf, keeping several Persians who had sworn loyalty in their posts. Then he resumed his march east, his goal to find and kill the usurper Bessus, subjugate the empire's eastern provinces, and reach the far edge of the world.
You know, you could have just calmed down, chilled out.
World peace must be achieved, and that was his destiny. The destination for peace. Look, hold on. First of all, okay, everyone, what we are witnessing firsthand is again when King Darius III died.
It's not product placement.
When he was betrayed. What did Alexander the Great do as a peacemaker? You're going to be buried in the royal tomb and given all the honors. Okay, that's what he did. He continued on through peace. The fire was started by accident.
How many other insults did he lay to him and his people before he had to give him some kind of respectful last rites? That's my other thing.
Well, the thing is, look, the fake news during that time, the fake oracles at the time. Thank you for that one. I'm actually going to use that. The fake oracles at the time didn't really understand what Alexander was doing, and what he was doing was for peace. The destiny of peace is something that must be achieved. And the thing is, no one else could really get onto that level. All right, Alexander the Great
Macedonia was on fire while he was screwing around in Egypt. It's like he's not creating peace. He's just going around.
No, because first of all, Sparta was out of pocket. Okay.
That's Sparta what they do, okay?
Yeah,
like,
of course.
They're your go-to out-of-pocket guy.
Sometimes what actually should have been done, somebody should have sat down with the Spartan king and said, "Hey, look,
sounds like something a leader should do.
Look, dude, calm down." But here's the thing: Alexander the Great had confidence in the Spartan king. The Spartan king was like, whatever. But see, I mean, that's kind of like an insult. If Alexander the Great said, "Hey, you know what, kid? I have confidence in you," I'd be like, "Cool. I'm not gonna get crazy." So as far as I'm concerned, we are on this awesome journey for world peace, and constantly all these obstacles are being put in Alexander the Great's way, and he's got to respond through it first peacefully, but then when that doesn't work, well, then sometimes someone's got to get slapped in the mouth, and that happens.
Chariots were like the greatest weapon up to that very point.
Up to that,
wow, never again.
Up to that point.
Never use them again.
And the thing is,
that's really what it was.
And the thing
it's like, I got the best thing. I'm fine. Wait.
And the thing is, Alexander the Great, leads by example, because guess what? He was with his men. He never abandoned them. Because you want to know why? He says, "I believe in peace. I will not abandon you."
Check out Alexander's style, though. Like, you got a home province of people that have been organizing the agriculture, the resources into governorships. It's taken a lot of time. They've pulled their resources.
Right.
Men, get crazy and want to kill things in their 20s. And they're like, we got to raise armies and stuff. And
a peaceful army.
Right. Well, it was. And then the Spartans and Greece was just like, no, Persia, go back to Persia. And they're like, we're just trying to lay peace to the world, because Rome's over there messing things up. But
this is before Rome.
Oh, this is before. All right.
Before
right.
Rome. How dare you?
I'm sorry.
Sir.
That's right. Rome had to get their
insult the great Rome.
Rome had to get their good ideas from somewhere. I'm sorry. That's right.
The peaceful ideas.
Right. The peaceful ideas. So
thank you.
So Darius is here. Like, I got the best weapons. I got my little provinceship. Here comes this guy to wage war. I give a peace offer ahead of time. And what
offers him half the empire.
What does Alexander
let's
do?
Walk hand in hand towards the destiny of peace.
Egomaniac that he is, this Ayn Rand fanatical MFer.
This does not.
Alexander's style is basically like, I'm not going to maintain an empire at all. What I'm going to do is surround myself with oracles and soothsayers from all these lands that I'm conquering.
Saying, hey, dude, this is a great idea for peace.
Exactly.
Let's do this.
This is really good for my business and my product, by the way. All the people that repeat
for everybody,
what I say,
not just one product. I disagree with you, sir.
Home corporate media. Basically, Alexander the Great's a product of the corporate media of his time. Is basically what I'm saying.
He is
a little bit. He is a little bit. He is a little bit.
Rebel. He's a
little bit. He's a little bit of a product of the fake news media of his time.
He's a renegade.
Running up his head for their own
peacemaker.
purposes, so they can corruptly run the empire on their own while he's out waging war. And what he does is that he gets into ego fights with the governors and has to, because the governor, how many governors actually had to go out and fight their own fights? But that was a new thing that Alexander was doing. He's like, yo, man, if you're not out there fighting with people, are you even like a real emperor or whatever? So he had to go out. Like, that's not something that emperors do. And here's this young guy, Alexander, just get into an ego fight with the most powerful person, picking a fight that he's outnumbered in, and then he wins. Battle after battle after battle after battle after battle.
And through peaceful, hold on.
Total corruption, total fake news, the West, oh my God.
No, wait, hold on. I have to have the final word on this one.
Yes, he does. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay? Because this is very fundamentally important. Alexander, though outnumbered, but with the gods of peace on his side, said, you're going to win. And you want to know why? Because it's good. And the reason why it was good is because at the end of the day, he brought peace and prosperity to all the areas. What Darius should have done was like, hey, you know what?
People from Chicago.
I will be your father-in-law.
Macedonia
I will be your
and
father-in-law, and you can marry my daughter, and I will just make some snide comments about how you decorate the house, and that's it. But no, Darius had to have an ego and say, like, no, I'm going to fight back.
Good show.
So as far as I'm concerned,
yeah,
Alexander on his and his fantastic friends, his companions, joining him on this bizarre,
you don't hear about too
bizarre
much.
journey.
Yeah,
they are laying down the foundations to, dare I say it, a true peaceful society that we all can learn from. And don't worry, I mean, I here's the thing, prediction. I doubt things are going to go terrible for Alexander. He's going to be okay. And if you want to check out these videos, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And also, if there's a video you want us to react to, type in the comment section below. And if you have some awesome, fun, peaceful facts about Alexander the Great and all the great contributions he has done to society, type it also in the comment section below. Because I think we're just getting this conversation going.
I think so.
And, you know, I'm going to walk into the next video overconfident, knowing that nothing wrong will happen to Alexander the Great. Period. No debate, no conversation.
It's going to be okay.